I just found out about this interview like an hour or so ago, so I just kind of jotted these down.
Yeah.
And all right, cool.
Perfect. We're equally
If there's
unprepared.
anything that you would actually like to be asked, let me know. And I'll ask
I'd like to answer that question with a song.
And okay, are you ready?
Well, actually, I have a really good question for you guys. One of the things that's really interesting, like my experience with you guys was through MySpace. So, how do you think just the internet medium has really changed music and really put your music out there?
I mean, pretty much all of our success really goes back to MySpace directly. I mean, we started, we answered a MySpace bulletin from Brett Hessler, who's the lead singer of Dark New Day, and he was looking for new bands to work with, and he had worked with a band called Faction, who was on Roadrunner at the time, that we were fans of. And I mean, we saw what he had done with them, and we were like, you know what, this is a chance we really can't pass up. So we sent him a message saying, hey, we'd be interested in working. He liked the stuff that we had at the time, or so he said. And our stuff was terrible then. I mean, we needed, I mean, when a band gets with a producer, it's like, that's the one thing you've been looking for, someone who you can express all your ideas to and say, you know, this is the type of music that we're wanting to write, this is what we want to do, and I mean, a producer, you know, is going to make sure that you do what you're wanting to do and you don't sell yourself short. And Brett was definitely pretty much, you know, the godsend to us. I mean, it was all because of MySpace, so it indirectly goes back to MySpace time. So.
I love MySpace. That's how I got this job. I just randomly saw my profile. I was like, hey, you want to do photography and interview bands? I was like, sure. Been sneaking my camera in for years, so I might as well make it legit. So, are we recording? You're recording? Okay, so how do you guys all know each other?
Say hi, wave, do a little jig.
It's all good.
That's Chris, the drummer.
Greetings, Chris.
I'm busy doing work while Nixon's sitting in here.
And eating and inhaling.
Here with his little mini sauna delivery.
Did you say, how did we meet each other?
Yeah, did you guys go to high school together? Or?
A couple of the guys did. Luke, bass player, Chris, drummer that you guys just met, and Brandon actually went to school with him too, but he graduated here before. But Luke and Chris were in a band playing together, and were looking for a lead singer, and posted a like a bulletin at a community college back in our own town, and I answered that, and it was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life. So,
We have incriminating pictures of it.
No, I came and it was crazy, man, because this wasn't even, I mean, I guess about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, and I remember trying out singing Come Down by Bush and a Three Doors Down song, I think, if I remember correctly. It was just like, I don't know, it's crazy. Like, after that, we had another guitar player that came in the band that I was in a songwriting class with at school. I brought him in, he tried out for guitar, he ended up becoming the guitar player. Later down the road, Brandon, the other guitar player, joined the band, and that guitar player ended up leaving, actually right after we finished recording Hear Me Now. We wrote Hear Me Now with them. Then we got Tim in January of this year and wrote the whole record in about 4 or 5 weeks with Tim. So,
That's
with the
cool. So
exception
you
of Hear Me
guys do
Now.
write your own music then?
Yes, definitely.
That's really
Every
cool.
song on there. That's why, I mean, we get asked that a lot, like, you know, when you guys play these songs live, do they mean as much to you as when you wrote them? It's like every song on the record is something that means something 100% to every one of us in this band. It's been stuff that, you know, either one of us or all of us have been through as a band together. You know, if there's something that one of us went through, we were probably all there for each other. So, and every night when we play these songs, like these feelings and emotions are, you know, running through our heads and everything. So it's definitely something that comes into play, especially when we're throwing down every night.
That's awesome.
So everyone in the band really contributes to the songwriting process? And
As far as music, yeah, it's like we all come together and write on music. Lyrics, I do most of the lyrics on there. There are a few things that Luke, the bass player, has contributed. But yeah, when it comes to writing songs, it's definitely collective. Like I said, we were in the studio with, the night we tried Tim out for guitar, we wrote the first song on the record, Home. And then when we went in the studio, we tracked a few songs, we were supposed to go back home and write some more music and come back. we ended up staying in the studio and just writing, I guess, 4 or 5 songs while we were in the studio. So.
Cool.
Wow, that is cool. So have you guys, like, or well, you personally, have you always wanted to be in a band, always wanted to make music? Or is
It's
there...
always been, it was always that or a wrestler, and God didn't give me the physique for wrestling. So. No, I mean, I was always, you know, all the kids were always saying they wanted to be a firefighter in kindergarten and stuff, and I was like, I want to be a singer. Actually, country music at first. I grew up, my dad was a country musician, so that's kind of the music I grew up around, especially being from Nashville.
Right.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what we were curious about, being from Nashville.
The rock. See, a lot of people ask us that too. They're like, aren't you guys supposed to be a country band if you're from Nashville? There's so many great rock bands though in Nashville. I mean, Red, they're from Nashville. You know, they just blew up this past week. We're from Nashville. 10 years. It's from right down the road.
Really?
In Knoxville.
Now that I didn't know.
So, but I mean, there's tons of bands in Nashville that still like are kind of under the radar right now. A band called Return to Self, Beauty School Dropouts, Daybreak Drive. There's just so much potential in that city that people haven't even discovered. That's one thing that we're trying to do is make sure, you know, we bring some of our friends with us that we know have what it takes.
That's really cool. So who would you have to say is your favorite band at the moment, or who inspires you?
You inspire you.
Either or.
I listen to a lot of singer-songwriter stuff. My number one band will always be Guns N' Roses. That's the only reason I'm in rock music and not country music is because of Axl Rose. So I'm a big Damien Rice fan.
Really? That's awesome. I fucking love him.